Hey guys, Anthony here with the Area Drywall Repair. We're continuing on with our Drywall Finisher University. Behind me, obviously, it's really illuminated. One thing that I did want to make a point to say, and I haven't up to now because the lighting I had before was behind the camera, is you should always have your workstations lit up with the light. The problem with this, for what I'm doing it's going to show bad on the camera. So it's actually going to block things out. Like, I don't even think that's going to show up on the camera. But it's important to use a light so that way you can see where your edges are when you're sanding, you can see when you're mudding. You should always have a light on the wall. Now a caveat to that is that if you're going to shine a light down, you're always going to see all the humps, because that light cascading down is always going to show where every stud is at. And what I try to tell people is drywall, I said, is an illumination where you're just, illumination? No, there's another word for it. Can't think of what it is. But it's where it's, you're fooling the eye. You're taking the hump and you're making it gradually get smaller, fading out into the rest of the wall, right? It's never a flat wall, it's smooth wall. So it's skim wall, it's a smooth wall, but not flat wall. So you'll always see the humps of where the studs are at, but you're not to see the hump directly where the butt joints met, okay? So use a light in between your coats, use a light when you're sanding, obviously. Maybe this will show up. I don't know if you guys can see that, probably not. It's just gonna be too bright. Anyways, I can see this one. This one's a hot mess because that's the one that we used the Derby on in another video, and I had to mud it really heavy. Anyways, one of the another little trick I want to show you when you're doing the sandpaper. Sometimes they get curled, sometimes it's curled up. So what you can do is you can just fold it back and find a corner. You're just gonna rub it back and forth on the corner. Now it's a half a circle, half a moon, and you can put it on your sanding pole a lot easier, so that way it's not curled up. Something else I like to do is I'll fold it down over the head of the sand pole, and then I'll tear the corners because I don't want the corners gouging into my drywall and leaving a scratch. So, for example, here, I ripped off the corners, right? I ripped off the corners, I flattened it down. So I'm gonna give this a quick brush. What we have on the ceiling is a level 2. Man, the light's jacking it up, you can't even see it. Okay, so what we have on the ceiling is a level 2. No, I'm sorry, a level 3, meaning it has 2 coats. On the top right now we have a level 4, which means that it has 3 coats. And the bottom is a level 4, which has 3 coats. But I'm gonna give it a whole skim. I'm gonna skim out the 2 sidewalls to do a level 5. And we're gonna show that in another video. But for right now, I'm just gonna get this sanded and brushed down. All right, so I brushed it down. It's not a finished sand, but we'll get to the next one.